Hi, welcome to Max's Mad Mythic Mercenaries, presented by Arbitrary Hero. I am your substitute DM, Cameron, and today I am running, instead of playing Wilhelm, I am running a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. Let's just start off with everyone saying who they are and who they are playing. Nate, who are you? And who are you playing?
My name is Nate. I am playing Rolan Chitoro, human fighter, pointy stick extraordinaire.
Cherie, what about you?
I am playing Aludra Kar. She is an Asimar rogue. She's
Hannah?
feisty but
It's
sneaky.
a sneaky goth girl.
Hannah, who are you playing today?
I'm playing Holly Reese Go Delicately, a half wizard, half elf, and a noble snob.
Yeah,
We're expecting your
With
sex
a good
tape, your
heart.
celebrity sex tape any moment.
Yeah. Speaking of, I just watched an interview with Paris Hilton, and it was actually pretty interesting. Ian, who are
I
you
was
playing
just
today?
gonna say
Her
Holly is our
documentary,
personal
because
Half
her
a beat. I
documentary
was
is
so
awesome.
terrified of where you were going with that, Cameron. Oh, speaking of,
She was
I
on
just
Hot
watched-
Ones.
Oh, her documentary is so good. Continue.
Don't care.
Yeah, Ian, who are you playing
Ian
today?
Me either.
Ian is playing Fen Merrick, a wood elf ranger.
Woohoo!
All right. So last time we played, there was an explosion right in front of the manor. Blew the door off its hinges. Several pieces of it found their way into Rolan. The party spent some time gathering clues and not figuring out what was going on, but just getting information about what was going on. And I believe the very last thing that they were doing before we ended the session last time was getting together to review what they had found and try and put things together and figure out what was happening. The conversation starts, and then Roland, you find that your mind starts to drift. And you remember that originally you had an appointment scheduled for today, Elliot the 17th.
Yes.
But then you start drifting back to yesterday, and you think, oh, you're so grateful that you went to Blackstaff Tower the day before to show your earnestness in joining Greyforce. And we're going back to that day.
Oh wait, did I do
Time
that? Yes, I
travel.
did.
Yeah.
Wait, did I do that life-altering decision yesterday? Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm so
Oh,
grateful it happened, and it turned out a little something like this.
This.
So
Thanks to D&D Beyond.
Mhm.
Yeah. Let
Corporate
me
shill.
switch the number here, and we are back at the 16th. I think
Love it.
the party had brunch. They ran and did some errands. I think Alu might have visited her mentor. I know Wilhelm went and got Vincent's commission to go find a person. They'd been doing that stuff, but that wasn't everything they did on the 16th. So we have some time for everyone to do some additional things, whatever you want to do. I know off the top of my head, Roland, you got an appointment at Blackstaff Tower tomorrow, but you figure maybe it might be a good idea just to go say hi, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
Holly Reese, you have an appointment with the Dung Sweepers Guild.
Yep, with Morton Till at
But-
Mule Skull Tavern.
But that is really early in the morning, and you feel like if you go there now at a reasonable hour, maybe you could talk to them and not have to show up at 6 a.m.
Total power
That's
move.
fine.
We do it on my time.
Fen, you wanted to go pick up a hat. You don't know how long it takes to make a hat, but you talked to JB Nevercaught about 6 hours ago, and you figure he's got to be done with it by now.
Okay.
And Alu, you have a series of serial killings to investigate tonight?
Yes, I do.
Yep. So, what does everyone want to do?
Those
Well, I
things.
know that.
Yeah.
I know that we're all supposed to go with Roland to his appointment. I don't think any of the
I
other
guess-
things that we have.
Yeah, who has told who about what? I know Wilhelm told everyone, hey, we want to go find this talking horse, but it's not super urgent. We can get around to it. Who has actually told, who have you actually told everyone what each person's up to?
Fen has
think
told
so.
people about his hat because he's fucking excited to look like Indiana Jones.
He's
but
like, "I'm gonna
otherwise,
look
I think
so cool.
Yeah, he's hype about that, but I think he's also not 100% trusting these new people just yet. So I think he's probably gonna like hang out with them first before he tells the new crew about him.
When you say new crew, you mean Bregan, like you want to hang out with the party before you know you can
Yeah,
trust
sure.
them before you can tell your
Ben
Bregan
wants to,
Dareth
like-
guys?
Ben wants to like recon these new people first before he like brings his friends in.
Gotcha.
To, like,
recon Bregan Dareth before you tell
Yeah.
the party about them. Got it. Got
Yes.
it.
Okay. Thinking Roland was instructed to bring friends with him, right?
I can go and find your message. Actually, you think back and you're like, well, I'm pretty excited to go to Blackstaff Tower. And then in your head pops a message. Says, this is Vajra Safar, the Blackstaff. Come to Blackstaff Tower in the Castle Ward at once. Bring your friends.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This number has been disconnected. If you'd like to make a call, please hang up and try again.
Yeah.
All right. If that's the case, then I will. I don't know. We're in the mansion, the manor, right?
We are,
Yeah.
but we can swap
In
to the
Tavern.
map of Waterdeep if you prefer.
Well, if we're all hanging out in the Trollskull Manor, I guess I will call an assembly meeting and be like, "Hey, I just got approached by Force Grey of all organizations, and
Twice. This is the second
Yeah.
time they're like, they
Yeah.
said to come tomorrow, but now they say to come now.
Yeah, things seem pretty urgent for some reason, and they told me to bring you all with me.
Y'all down.
Is everyone free to come with me?
Ben is.
Ollie's down.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Wilhelm's
I
like,
mean,
yeah, I'll tag along.
I guess.
Ben
yeah.
hears the phrase "Force Grey" and he's like, "Fuck yeah, that sounds like a MacGyver like secret agency."
Mm-hmm.
He's down on that.
You mean
All right.
MacGruber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Then okay. I guess I gotta go as soon as possible. So get your stuff and let's head out. And I will take point in leading people to Blackstaff Tower.
Let's see where Blackstaff Tower is. Where the hell is my Waterdeep map? Ah, there it is.
This is a Roland episode.
All right, there you are, Roland. Not this whole episode, but maybe parts of it. We'll
Yeah.
see. Yeah.
Oh, we don't live like that far away from Castle Ward.
You,
Zora, don't be a dick.
I'm
You can take the high road down.
yeah.
You take
I'm
the high
right
road and I'll take the
above
low.
Castle Ward, and I don't see Roland.
Keep scrolling
You
up to
live
North
in
He's
the
in
Ward.
North
North Ward.
Ward in Trollskull Alley.
Oh, I see him.
You know what? Here,
Yeah, he's
let
up
me.
north.
I can do some stuff. I've been learning things from my other campaign I've been running.
Ooh.
Let me move this layer, map layer. Look at that. Is that helpful?
I don't think
Yeah.
anything changed.
You don't see the words Trollskull Alley?
Oh,
it.
yeah, I do. Now I do. I did when Roland moved his token. That
I
I
didn't
was,
know that.
I guess, or
Okay.
Really makes the city look a lot bigger than I thought it was.
It's a
Yeah.
big city. It's got a population of a couple 100,000 people, which for Faerun is, I think it's one of the most populous cities in Faerun. It's like New York. New York.
It's New York big.
But yeah, so you
Novigrad.
can make your way down if you so choose.
All right, I
Let
guess we'll head out
me.
to Del Zoran Street out to the high road, and then we'll take the high road down to the Castle Ward.
Yep. So as you're making your way down, you get to the Castle Ward. Blackstaff Tower is pretty obvious to see. It's this big black tower. Its geometry, like, you can tell it's a wizard's tower because it shouldn't be able to stand up on its own.
Street of bells.
Main entrance is on Sword
Street of Balls.
Street.
Street of the Sword.
Sword Street.
Sword Street.
Okay.
Okay, so that's like down here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, because there's also Street of the Sword, but there's Sword Street.
Sword
No.
And then
Street.
there's
It is
Yeah.
here. Let me reveal it to you. I found it now. Yeah?
Does
that work?
Okay, that'll work.
Ah,
You know what? I don't know why Max was hiding all this shit. Fuck it. If he's not going to be here to DM, I'm going to reveal all the shit.
thank
I mean,
you.
wouldn't it just be available like on a map that was
Yeah.
on the
You
street?
guys would learn all this shit touristy. So what I'm revealing to you, Waterdeep has these giant statues, like Colossus of Rhodes size statues. You guys were actually in
Wow.
one earlier, I believe.
Yeah. We were looking
Which-
for clues for the treasure hunt.
The
one
Hawkman
was-
you were in before
Mm-hmm.
at the bottom of Castle Ward.
Mm.
But
That
these
was before we-
statues have moved in the past, and they protect this city.
Oh, they
Ah.
move.
Really?
Like, do they just show up some other place, or do they like get up and walk around?
They get up and think giant mecha.
Ooh, that's cool.
Hmm.
We can see this one while we're doing this shit. Cameron's revealing all the secrets.
Oh shit!
Here's Mount Waterdeep. That's cool. Oh, the Griffin. The Griffin's neat. You guys should, at some point, check out Agaron's Tower. It's a huge tourist attraction. Castle Waterdeep, I highly
You
recommend.
live here all your life and you just never go.
Yeah. Anything else that we want to talk about? Fields of Triumph. That's where the parade's gonna happen. No, that's fine. The Palace of Waterdeep is fine. So, I guess some like
Yeah.
tidbits and stuff. Hannah, you are working for Jalister Silvermane. He told you that if you ever need to reach out to him about Lord's Alliance stuff, to go to Castle Waterdeep. Now you know where Castle Waterdeep is. And so Holly Reese, you know that. Roland,
Yep.
you now know where Blackstaff Tower is. And then Cherie, now you actually can see where the Yawning Portal is.
I
You were
noticed
way down
that.
south. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's so hard to like envision.
Yeah.
That's really helpful, actually. I feel like that should always be on our map.
Yeah. All right.
Honorable Knight.
So, now that has those are names for the different the different statues are named after what they look like. So like the Hawkman looks like half bird, half man. The Honorable Knight looks like a big knight, those sorts of things. No one really knows what they do or why they're there, or the Black Staff is able to command them sometimes, but it is not a sure thing. Okay, so you guys are making your way downtown, walking fast, faces past, and you see a crowd emerge a little bit as you're passing the Great Drunkard. You see, kind of on Bazaar Street as you're heading towards Sword Street, you see a crowd ahead of you forming around a street performer.
Ooh, okay. What are they performing?
Let's see. Are you? I guess if you're just trying to look from afar, that's not a problem. You see a trio of minstrels play to a crowd that's clapping along and dancing.
I'll turn to Wilhelm and be like, you know them?
No, they're not. Wilhelm's mouth is full of roasted walnuts that he picked up from a street vendor. He's like, no, those aren't
Can
guildies.
we hear the music?
Yeah, it sounds very
What genre is
fanciful.
It sounds like the Hyrule Street Market.
Yes,
God.
exactly like that.
Fen can't help himself. He runs screaming in like a kitty as a schoolgirl into the crowd, wanting
Starts
to meet
picking
these
up
people.
pots and jars and throwing
Yeah,
them.
looking for hearts.
I was doing that earlier today.
Yeah, she was.
For hearts and rupees. Are you doing it for the re-release of the
Link's Awakening.
Yes.
Yeah, that-
We're playing that currently to timestamp this.
I only died once today, guys. That was a
Go
big,
That's a
Hannah?
that's a
record.
big deal
Yeah.
for me.
Go Hannah. Deserve props.
Thank you.
You're
Stage
welcome.
props.
So, what are y'all doing? You're still heading to Blackstaff Tower?
Yeah,
this,
I feel like we're not getting derailed. On a
is this
mission.
group of people like in our way? Like,
No,
are they...
no. They're just off to the side. You can go watch them if
Okay.
you want, or you can just keep going. No problems.
We're on a mission.
I
We're
was told to
ignoring
come
them.
ASAP, so I mean, this isn't out of the ordinary, right? So,
Right. This is not.
okay, so yeah. I mean, the player in me is like, probably something, but the character in me is like, no.
You
Not
never
gonna.
know. Sometimes it's D&D. This is not a video game. We don't have to follow Chekhov's
Is this a
gun
red
here.
herring?
Mhm.
Sometimes it can be just something a little salt and pepper for flavor. You got to
Well, if we
season
come back
your
from
setting.
Blackstaff and everyone's blown up or something, we'll know something happened.
Yeah.
Because that's apparently what's happening lately. But we don't know that yet.
Yeah.
No, I'll make a beeline for Blackstaff. Be like, that's neat and all. Maybe we'll hit on the way back, but let's go.
Sorry, cat.
Yeah.
Ugh.
So you get to this large and foreboding tower. Let me.
This tower is so large and foreboding.
And foreboding.
Yeah.
To the ominous music.
It's easily one of the most recognizable structures in Waterdeep. It's got this. It's kind of thicker than you think a tower would be. But it is very, very tall. It's got a spiral staircase on the exterior. And you can tell that like it's big enough that there's multiple chambers on the inside. It's not just like a room, a floor. And like I said, the structure and the arches and the architecture is physically impossible. Clearly,
There's
magic
some
is helping
magical
this.
BS happening. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Is there like a front door or a guardhouse to let me in? And
There
check
is.
and-
There is a main entrance with a guardhouse, and there is also an apprentice's gate that you see a young man in robes carrying a lot of papers and scrolls hurriedly walk up to, press his hand against the door, and then he kind of falls through the wall inside.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I will walk up to the front door and mimic what I saw and be like, all right, if I fall through, I guess follow me in. I don't know. I'm gonna tell my group who I'm here to see, which is this name. I don't have my D&D Beyond up right now. Hang on.
Zavara Safar.
Zavara Safar. Okay, hang on.
Close.
And his parrot
Zavra Safar?
Shit. Now I gotta make sure I've got it right. The Black Staff. You could just say the Black Staff as a title, like I am here to see the Black Staff, and everyone would know who it is. But it's Vajra Safar. You put your hand on the wall that the guy fell through, nothing happens.
Well, no, I went to the front door.
Oh, you don't need to put you put your hand up, and it's in some guard's face, and he's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm here to see the Black Staff.
Stop
me
it!
in.
Stop it! Do you?
I got a message
have-
to come urgently. I am Rolan
Do you have a name? Yeah. He looks at his list, and he's like, "Okay, yeah, you can come in. Is this your group?
They're with me. Yeah.
All
Hi.
6 of them."
Well, at least 4 of
Wait.
us.
Okay, so there's me, and then you 4. Who the hell else is with us?
You see 2 men in cloaks behind you.
I don't think they're with us.
No, we're with you. We're here. Hey guys, been a long time.
Do you
We
have
gotta
an access
get into
card?
that tower.
I need the blue key
Do
to
you have
get
a key
in.
card?
No, not
Do I
with us.
recognize these 2 weirdos standing behind us?
Absolutely not.
Do I recognize them?
No.
Okay.
Are they?
They're
Can we
not
tell
with us.
Can we tell that they're human?
They're pretty deep in robes, and you hear the guard say, "You dicks! You've been trying to get in for the past 2 weeks. Get the fuck out of here!" And he gets his spear, and someone else comes out of the guard chamber, and
waving
they walk past you and start. They wave
off
you
my
past them
property.
and start. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'll be like, okay, well, on that weird note,
No,
let's
we
get
should
in before things get real weird.
We definitely need to be here. It's important. You hear it, kind of the argument trailing off as they get chased away by the guards.
Yeah. Whatever
So-
that's about.
So
I'm sure we'll find out never.
you you come in through the main gate, and then there's a portcullis that you enter through, and as you're approaching the tower, I mean, it's tall. It's a tall structure. It's got 3 stories. You come in on the inside, and you see a spiral staircase on the inside of the tower, similar to what you saw on the outside, but the inverse.
Mm-hmm.
And on this helix, your eyes are confused because there are clearly more than 3 stories.
It's not a surprise.
Yeah.
Um,
Seems like we got some
Alu
like
would not make
Gallifreyan
any
bullshit
sort of
going on right here.
yeah.
face.
Okay.
Holly, you've been here before, I believe, right? Your tutor works here?
My tutor, yeah, but that's on the side because I graduated from El Tortual Academy.
Right, but
This is
I'm saying you're familiar with Black, like you
Yeah,
have
I'm a little familiar.
you're
Yeah,
allowed entry, like you
go
know
to night
Blackstaff
school
Tower.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you would know that like there will be an attendant to come get you, but people either who cannot teleport will start walking up the stairs because the black staff is at the top of the tower, or you can teleport your way up.
This is a seat yourself situation.
Well, if there's gonna be someone to come get us, then I guess I'll chill down here and like wait for the person with like the sign
Yeah.
pick me up at the airport.
Roland
Coming down the
Totoro's
escalator.
party.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you see a
Party of 5.
young, a very pretty, elven woman come down, and she seems young for an elf, but it's hard because you can never tell with them.
Mhm.
But she comes down. She's wearing the same robes with the the wizard's hat and all that stuff, and she comes down, teleports down to you, and then approaches you and says, "Are you Roland?"
That's what they tell me.
Terrific. The black staff is actually ready to see you right now.
Awesome. Then let us be up
Fabulous.
in her office. Let's go.
Wonderful. She walks back to the center of the tower and blinks away.
Does not take us.
Doesn't look like it. You're still
We
on the
gotta
first
walk our
floor.
asses up this stupid staircase.
You hear her. You hear a curse from like way above
Way
you.
up.
Son of a
Shit.
bitch. And then she blinks back and she says, I'm sorry. I assumed that if you were being summoned by the black staff, you were also a wizard.
There's only one wizard among us.
Oh, Miss Go Delicately. And she averts her eyes. It's very good to see you again.
Hi, good to see you too.
Yes, if they're like we could walk, I guess that's fine. Just wasn't sure what the protocol was. So
My
get-
friends can walk. I need the exercise.
All right. Sorry for that, guys. If you're watching, we may have been... I assume you still heard us, but we may have been black screens for a little while.
oh, fun stuff. Okay, so when last we left our heroes, I was debating on whether or not to take the stairs.
Yes.
Yeah, we got ditched by our fucking
By our chauffeur.
Yeah,
hostess.
Or chaperone.
she'll accompany you guys as you walk up the stairs. You get about
Blink us up.
5 flights. She doesn't appear to be able to
Bamf us all.
teleport
Service
everyone.
around you sucks.
About 5 flights up, she is clearly very winded. Like she's not used to doing this.
We can stop and take a break if you need it. It's no big deal. Like
No, it's fine. We gotta hurry. Oh, her schedule's pretty booked today. We gotta. Oh fuck me. We gotta get up there.
all right, well, like we can. If you need to take a break, we can go ahead. I don't know. Do you need to show us in?
No. I'll be good.
Okay. Okay.
Listen. Oh, Jesus. Or no. Oh, Lathander.
Oh, Torm.
I'll go up and I'll announce that you're coming, and it's just a dozen more flights, and
A dozen.
and then you're there. All right, I'll see you up there. And she disappears.
Okay. Then, I mean, I guess Ed, you don't need your run today. We're gonna get our steps in.
Yeah. Everyone starts hauling up there. I'm gonna take a quick look. Let's see. +0, +0, +0. Oh,
This better be worth it, Roland.
+2.
Dude, I have no idea.
Okay.
When like the head of the magical CIA calls you,
Alu,
I'm gonna
Fen,
show up in
Picking
their
up
office.
my Indiana Jones hat right now.
Alu,
God damn it.
Fen, and Holly make a. Actually, everyone make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Saving
What?
throw? Okay.
Yes.
Damn it.
Why? What did we do wrong now?
Nothing.
Can't make it up the damn stairs.
I don't believe you. Constitution.
four
That means
to
I add
con.
my Constitution modifier to just a D20.
Plus
Yes.
proficiency. Well, not proficiency.
Oh,
but
damn,
some of us are.
Fen.
It would be Constitution. He said Constitution
Yeah.
saving throw, and I
Yeah.
have no Constitution.
Is
I
that
don't
running for
either.
you there, bud? Yeah,
Damn
so you
right.
just roll a D20. Oh, shit.
Holly and Alu, you both take 1 point of exhaustion, but everyone's able to make it up the stairs.
Really?
It is a tall tower.
No shit. Okay.
And when the aide, like, something's not clearly weird because the aide said 12 flights, and there are 12 flights, but you feel the elevation, like you are higher up than
Yeah.
what 12, like it was 3 stories on the outside, it was 12 stories on the inside, but it's more than 12
Like
stories.
every
somehow.
step we take is like 5 feet up in the air.
Yeah. There's something
Like now
weird.
we're at
High
like
knees.
crazy elevations.
Yeah.
This is the Tower of Infinite Holding.
Yeah.
So you're up at the top of the tower, and there is a grand door into a chamber. The top of the tower just has a waiting area at the top, a balcony to view down below the tower, and then the attendant is at the door waiting to let you all in.
Okay. So like I'll wave him down like, "Hi, Roland, here to see Blackstaff." Would
Yeah.
you guys hurry up? Fen, could you get them to hurry up, please? I know you run back down there and get them. I know you're doing,
Yes, but I want you to first ask me, what do my elf eyes see?
My God. Here, if I see a couple of stragglers. Let's go.
Super stragglers.
Yeah. What did Wilhelm roll on his Constitution check?
He got a 19. He's okay.
Okay, well.
I guess it's an 18
yeah.
because he has a -1 modifier, but
Well,
he's fine.
all that traveling
Yeah.
gave him a good Constitution.
So you get up. The attendant waves you in. She says, "I've already announced you. The black staff is waiting for you."
Okay, then I guess we'll head on in.
So you come in, and there is. You thought this might be like a reception area, like a lord or a king would have, but this is an office. Like there's books on the walls. There's a map of Waterdeep and a map of the Sword Coast, and then a globe. There's some different tomes. You see in kind of opposite the desk, there is a mirror that is glowing. There's some sort of radiant light coming off the mirror. On one side of the room, you see a book that is black and some sort of weird leather wrapped in chains, and those chains are attached to 4 points on the wall, and there is a sigil that is glowing at the location of each chain, and the book is shaking against the wall. And then you see at a very large desk a young woman seated. She gives you a smile. She looks, you might have been expecting someone older, and here, let me show you a picture. A young woman seated at her desk. She's got some notes in front of her, but she's clearly expecting you. She greets you with a smile and rises up to meet you. Holly, you know this is Vajra Safar, the Black Staff. You have never spoken to her in person. Your mom has told you never to speak to her in person because she does not want you to embarrass the family.
Don't embarrass the family, Holly.
So Vajra,
Okay.
she steps up and she holds a hand out, and from behind you, a large black staff comes off the wall and comes into her hand. And she steps forward to you and she says, "You must be Mr. Jitaro."
Yes, I am. Reporting as requested.
I appreciate your promptness on this matter. I know we said that we'd meet tomorrow, but I felt there was a sense of urgency about this matter. And your companions?
Yes. So this is my brother-in-law Fen. This is our friend Alu. This is Wilhelm Swingpike, and this is, you may or may not know her, Holly Risco Delicately.
She gives everyone a nod, and then she gives you a big smile, Holly, and says, "Welcome, Miss Go Delicately."
Wait.
And she says, "Is Fen the one? Is he the one that you spent your resurrection ticket on?"
He had his own.
You don't want to say that. Just say yes, Roland.
No, because I used mine on someone different.
Yeah, Reiner, I must have mixed up the details. Reiner was telling me about this, and I thought it was a very noble thing you did, and just the sort of person we could use at Force Grey.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah, we did have to resurrect a couple people, but one of them was someone. It was very unfortunate that they lost their life. But
Nate, when do we get to play poker with you?
right, Roland's not a poker.
Roland would be the worst poker player.
Yeah,
Holly
exactly.
Reese was biting her tongue so hard that I'm pretty
Well,
sure she
We're
a
just
little
like,
bit of
I didn't
blood.
kill him. I don't know what you mean. I didn't
No,
kill the dude.
she
No,
knows the
his
details. So
resurrection came from a selfish place.
no, she says I think it shows a lot of character to not only admit when you've made a mistake, but to go to such lengths to correct it.
Damn, she's got hair on
Hey,
you,
look
Roland.
at that.
And-
Roland.
Dude,
Merloon and Reiner both spoke highly of all of you. And that's why I feel that I can ask you to help me in a matter. You've seen Mount Waterdeep, I assume?
Yes.
I don't know, Cameron, have we?
Yeah,
We can see it off in the distance somewhere.
Yeah. You have seen it. You've been pretty close to it as you've kind of hung around in the dock ward. Alu, you've seen it a lot. Everyone else, we've seen it off in the distance at the Yawning Portal. You saw it off in the distance as you were going to Blackstaff Tower. We're all familiar. There's a single cave on the southern side of it. Inside this cave lives an old monk named Halam, and that is Hlam. Ask him. He gave me a cryptic message yesterday, and I intended to send a courier out to ask him for more details. But I recently got a follow-up, and I feel that I need to know about the matter more urgently. I would like you to go ask him what he knows about threats to the city and report back here as soon as possible.
Yeah, I believe we can absolutely do that for you.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And then she says, I'd appreciate it if you left immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Roland can't help but snap off a pseudo salute because instinct's kicking back in, but doesn't know exactly how to address this person.
Fen leans over to Roland and says, "Can you ask if there's an escalator back there, an elevator maybe, a secret one for executive use.
Vajra overhears that, and she says, "Oh, don't worry. I can understand the stairs can be a bit daunting." And she snaps her fingers, and you all are outside the tower
Oh,
Look at
That's
Finn.
awesome.
on the
Serve
ground
Look at you,
floor.
babe.
all right.
Everyone,
Finn, asking the best questions here.
Damn right.
give
Squeaky
me
wheel,
a
babe.
Constitution saving throw.
Okay, another Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
All of us? What?
But
All right.
we're gonna have seasickness.
19.
Everyone but Holly holds on to their lunch. Holly, you drop to your knees and vomit on the street.
Holly, we said
No.
not to embarrass yourself in front of the Blackstaff.
Holly,
Well,
you
she's
take
not in
comfort in
front
the
of the
fact that
Blackstaff
you take comfort in the fact that you are not in front of Vajra doing this.
Well, all right.
Yes, so from where you are, like you can see to the south of you is Mount Waterdeep. And she said on the southern side of Mount Waterdeep is the cave.
So we're gonna have to go around, take the long way around. It seems
We can
like
see it where? Oh, is it on the map
yeah,
or is it just?
it's on
you
the
can
map. It's over
see
here.
it?
it's this section over here,
Oh, I
over by
didn't
the
realize
Griffin.
that was a mountain. I
Yeah.
meant, like when you're zoomed way out and you're like looking
We-
for stuff, you're like, oh.
It's not like walled off around the perimeter, right? Like we can go cross country here.
Right.
We
You
just kinda
yes.
go around the base of it.
Yep.
Not have to take the street.
That's not a big issue.
Okay.
We're going
Who's-
toward the Griffin.
Who wants to go on a hike? I know you guys are. Some of you guys
Jesus.
looking pretty peaked.
A little winded. I
and-
mean,
We no
Finn
longer
is killing it,
exhausted.
so Finn is good.
yeah, some maybe stop for a quick bite because I know somebody is probably hungry now. Just saying.
Can Holly Reese kick him in the groin?
She could.
You can certainly try, but it'd
You
be a
can
disadvantage.
Make an unarmed strike with disadvantage.
And I imagine Roland would wear a codpiece, right?
Roland's in armor. I'd assume if
Mhm.
you guys were heading to the Blackstaff
Oh, yeah.
Tower, you were geared up.
I told everyone to gear up because I don't know what they're gonna ask us.
Yep.
So I'm in breastplate and everything.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Okay, let's head out then, and
Hey.
we will go.
Yeah, so you
Guess
see
we'll
Mount
head east
Waterdeep,
out.
and it's this
Yep.
huge mountain within the city.
Mhm.
Both the
Look
Palace
here.
of Waterdeep and Castle Waterdeep are built into the base of it as these keeps on the north and the east side of the mountain. There's
really?
also peak. Yes. Do you not see that?
Yeah,
no, I
there's-
see. Well, I
these
see
guys
things,
and-
but it doesn't look like it just doesn't look like a mountain to me. So that's why I'm
It's
like,
like a-
really, that's cool.
Looks
So-
like Bunker Hill to me.
There's a little.
Do you see
Let's-
Peak Top Airy?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that is the peak of the mountain. That's the highest point. The Griffin
That's
and
pretty
Peak
cool.
Top area are both kind of, they share the peak together.
Yeah, so if these are the size, these are like castles and palaces. This thing towers over those
Should we-
probably like 3 or 4
Sheree,
times.
think Salisbury Crags in Edinburgh.
And as you look at the mountain, you can see Griffin riders coming out of Peak Top area. That's
Mhm.
you, Alu, Holly, and Roland. You know that the famous Waterdeep Griffin cavalry is based out of Peak Top area.
Makes the most sense.
Arthur's Seat, Sheree.
All right. If that's the case, then let's head. Well, I guess
We're
we'll
there.
bypass the Palace of Waterdeep and see if we can't scooch past and start taking a hike around the base of the mountain to start
Yeah.
looking for this
So-
cave opening.
Yeah, give me perception checks.
Perception test.
And I believe
That-
Alu and Holly Rees, for the rest of the day until you long rest, you
Yes.
have disadvantage on all checks
Mhm.
because you're tired.
19.
16.
Nah. Hold on. For some
Um,
reason, I refreshed it, and now I've got like everything's cut off. Weird.
All right. So you guys have disadvantage, so you both have to re-roll.
I'm trying to, but
I'm really sorry. My computer just decided I have no idea what happened.
oh, it's just gone?
Yeah, Like it just like turned off. I don't know if something got unplugged or what happened.
Which computer are you using? Your
Turned
MacBook?
itself up. So, it's turning itself back on.
Okay. I mean, we can keep going like this. It's not like there's not going to be map combat this session anyway. Like, this is all kind of theater of the mind stuff.
I brought it for no
meantime-
reason.
Yeah.
We don't know. Maybe we'll just pick some fights.
So the nice thing is, Sheree, your camera lines up perfectly with where you are anyway, so.
Oh, good. I'm gonna like mute you guys for a second. I'm gonna grab dice.
Sure
From
thing.
Ian.
Do you want to justify
We got.
ripping someone's
don't
head
eat
off?
those cats. Don't.
When everything looks
Okay,
kind of
so
weird,
Roland-
and you wish that you weren't there.
Oh.
It's a 14. Where's my camera?
Everybody here who gets that reference gets a gold star for
All right,
today.
it's a 14.
Okay. That's fine. I don't care about dice verification. Max can care about that shit. So Roland,
And then it was an 11, so my disadvantage was 11.
gotcha. Roland, you are able to easily spot the cave that is being referenced. You can see a little smoke coming out, like someone's got a fire going, maybe cooking something or keeping them warm. But
Okay.
it is pretty far up the mountain, it looks like.
All right.
Oh, goody.
Tighten your straps. We're going to have to go up a ways. Anyone
We're
bring
gonna
Ganola
have
for the
more
trip?
Exhaustion.
Potentially.
So it looks like you guys could try to climb it. You could also try and take one of the more circuitous walking paths, and that'll probably take you to about sunset.
Ooh, I don't. They said with all haste. So.
You can split up. Nate, Roland, and Fen and Roland can go up the hard way.
Yeah.
The hard but fast way.
You guys can. Yeah. Any of the less athletic people can take the
I'm
trails.
Wicked athletic. I just crit failed.
That's true.
Uh,
But now you got to do everything at disadvantage for the day.
Wilhelm's kind of down to do whatever. He's like, I'm up for a hike. I'm up for a climb.
It's up to. I think it's up to Alu and Holly if they want to go up the hard way. They're game to do that.
I feel like yes.
yeah, I
I'm a
can.
little afraid of what you're gonna make me roll next.
Yeah,
Holly's
I have
like,
I
I'm
have-
good.
no athletic ability, but I don't want to stay at the bottom all by myself. So
You know what we need is we need some awesome Rocky 4 training montage tunes from our boy Wilhelm.
Now, I know it breaks the time continuum.
Mhm.
Well, fuck it. I don't care. You guys did get inspiration from the last session.
We
Yeah.
did.
And in my mind, inspiration transcends time and space.
I feel like I'm going to get a really good idea tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fen has an idea. Fen has a proposal. He's got 50 feet of hempen rope. Can he like lash that around the two
Oh yeah, we can
stragglers and
kind of
help
like
them
play
along?
them or whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good idea too.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
But then also, I do think that having
Wilhelm-
some Bardic Inspiration from Wilhelm would be
Yeah,
pretty cool.
Wilhelm will get everyone pumped. He's got his loot out. He's got
You got the touch. You got the power.
Yeah.
And then
So-
Fen says, "I'll join you," and he adds his bagpipe, and then everyone says, "Oh no, put it away!" And Fen,
So he's going to give Bardic Inspiration to both Alu and Holly Rees. What this means is for the next 10 minutes during one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw, you can add another 1d6 to it. So you roll your die
nice.
and then you add a d6 and you
He could be
add those
doing
numbers
this the
together.
entire time we were fighting people, but he chose not to.
When were you fighting people?
In previous episodes.
He's
but
generally
he
not there.
wasn't there.
That's true.
Yeah. He's got kids to take care of.
Oh, does he now?
He's got a little ghost girl
Oh, like
And a
real
were
kids.
rat.
and a were-rat.
real
Can't
kids.
turn back into a human yet.
Do you hear that, Roland saying they're not real kids just because they're women?
Because they're dead and a monster.
Jesus, Roland, come on.
I think that's being speciesist.
Yeah.
Species.
But yeah,
well,
so you-
actually, no, I can say that because I'm one of them.
Yeah.
I
So-
just don't know that I am.
Yeah. So you can
I'm like the Dave Chappelle skit where he's black and joins the KKK.
Fen, if you and Roland you've got rope tied to Holly Rees and Alu to help them, that will nullify their disadvantage. You're
right.
helping them climb. So if you all are trying to make the climb directly, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Or Constitution, or do you want to do athletics?
This is where the guy
This
with the rope
is
falls down and takes everyone
Constitution.
with him.
Constitution. Okay. That's
All of
fine.
us?
Everyone. But
That's fine.
now Holly and Alu do not make it with disadvantage.
Yay! Okay.
All right. 11.
Okay.
14.
I use my Bardic Inspiration on mine.
Yeah,
Sure
you might
thing.
want to.
So
Although I don't know if it's gonna
we'll
save you.
we'll go through. So okay, so Roland, you got an 11.
Yep.
Okay, you give me an athletics check.
Okay. Let me double check my athletics. Oh hell yeah.
And who are you tied to?
I'll say I'll probably be tied to Holly.
Gotcha.
Odds are I'm probably taken to task by her. So.
Probably
Oh, what
should
the
have.
fuck? Another 11.
Roland, you. Oh Jesus. Okay, this is fucked up.
No. Oh no.
You
I don't like the sound of that.
your grip slips. And you tumble down about 20 feet. You just this climb. You're almost at the top, but you slide back down 20 feet because of just how arduous this climb is. And you take
Is this because Holly is like not even climbing? She's just like on the
hanging
rope?
from you. You take 8 points of damage, and you
Okay.
suffer 1 level of exhaustion.
All right, that's fine.
Holly, give me an athletics check, please.
We're back. Sorry,
Holly,
everybody.
you also slip. Or wait, are you using your Bardic Inspiration now, or
Yes.
I think I should.
okay? Yeah, you roll your d6. I can add the numbers together.
I mean, it's not going to be great no matter what. But whatever.
No. This I'm assuming this is for the athletics check at this point. This is not
Oh,
for
okay.
the.
Gotcha.
Okay, you manage. Roland slides past you. You manage to hold on to the mountain, but this climb has also drained you. You take another point of exhaustion.
Holy shit.
You
Okay.
poor thing.
That's going to get real hard real quick.
Yeah, so now you have disadvantage on all checks and
your speed
saving
is
throws,
halved.
and your speed is halved. Roland, or not Roland, Fen, you are fine. This climb, you're used to this terrain, you're good. Alu, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Mine was 14.
Oh, it was 14. Okay, then you're also fine.
Okay.
You two make a good
Thank
team.
goodness.
Wilhelm, he needs to make he failed his Constitution saving throw. Athletics, though, he might actually kind of be okay because that is a check, not a
Right.
save, and he is a bard, and bardists are skill monkeys.
Yeah, they are.
Athletics, we get to add. Oh no, we get to add 0 to that. Wilhelm also falls. He takes 1 point of damage, luckily, but he also suffers a point of exhaustion. But everyone's somehow able to scramble up to the cave. It's probably a little. I mean, it was midday when you started all this. It's probably like 3 o'clock now. clearly you're a little worse for wear, but you've made it to the top of this cave.
We'll take the easy way back down.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay. So we'll make our way to the cave opening. How deep is the cave? Does it go way back there? Or is it like a little alcove?
You see this cave is a long tunnel. It's lined with candles. Most of them are halfway burnt down already. Deep within, about like 20 feet into the cave, is a large circular room. This is like 30 feet by 30 feet, 30-foot radius. Surrounded with candles. You see a human man with glowing tattoos all over his naked body, and he is meditating in the center, cross-legged and facing the entrance with his eyes closed.
Super exciting.
That's cool. Glowing tattoos are cool. Has he mastered all 4 elements yet?
You can't tell. Give me an insight check.
All of us or just him?
Just rolling.
All right. Insight. Oh, insight's not too bad. It's no waste of time. 14.
You can't tell.
Okay.
Can Holly do a history check to see if she has met him before?
You have not met this guy before. He doesn't go to parties.
Okay. I will make my approach. Weapon slung over my back, not out.
Still not tied to you anymore, right? I'm not tied to you anymore.
I begin to drag her across the ground in a reverse sitting position while I keep walking and forget she's tied to me. Okay. Is there like a way to like let him know that I'm here? Is there like a gong or a doorbell or something? Or am I just gonna make my approach here?
You walk and he says, he doesn't open his eyes, but he says, "Welcome."
Thank you. My name is Rolan. I was sent by Vajra, the Blackstaff, to obtain a report on any threats to the city, I believe.
Oh, yes. She is young, but she is eager to protect her people. He hasn't opened his eyes yet, but he kind of scrunches them, and he says, "Are you new business owners?"
Yes.
Yes, we are.
How very exciting. I feel like you're on the verge of success. You're going to blow up soon.
Uh-oh. I don't like that.
Great.
Success is good. Blowing up, not so good.
I can't wait. I feel personally affected by our success, and hopefully I can all reap the benefits of this explosion of popularity. Nothing else.
He says, it's hard for me sometimes. I see so much more than I once did, but to order it for my tongue and your ears is difficult.
Oh boy.
And then he's quiet.
I see. Perhaps drawing it? Like, he can't tell us, then why doesn't he draw it?
Sorry, but that like took me a second to catch up.
Interpretive dance? I don't know.
He says, nobody is who they seem.
Oh, man.
They will reveal themselves by the end of autumn.
Autumn? Is
That's
that like
too long.
is that a month that we know? Because Eliant is not a month that I know in like
It's
real
a
life.
season.
Yes.
Oh.
Eliant
Okay.
is a month in autumn.
For some reason I heard that as August and I was like, what
Right.
month is that?
Yeah, by the end of this month, maybe.
He says to Alu, he says, no, autumn is not a month. It is one of the 4 seasons.
and which I have mastered in my
Very
travels.
uneducated,
Winter
apparently.
Lord.
Let me, just for everyone's reference, let me pull up that Faerun calendar.
Hell yeah!
That would be helpful.
1492, the year of sailing ships.
Ooh.
Year of 3 sailing ships. That's actually what it's called. Eliant
Gee, I got that.
is the
Alien.
Let me. Actually, how do I read this? Is flame roll first or second? Let's just
feel
go
like-
off Faerun calendar. Okay. Oh, it's called the Calendar of Harptos. So the names of the months and festivals used in Faerun are as follows. Hammer is also known as Deep Winter. Midwinter is the day between Hammer 30th, and every month has 30 days.
That's helpful.
Eliant is the autumn equinox is on Eliant 21st, and in Waterdeep that is Bright Swords Day.
That's coming up soon.
And High Harvest Tide is between Eliant the 30th and Marpenoth the 1st. Marpenoth is Leaf Fall. Fall goes from Eliant 21st up to Nighthall 20th. So
Is that the next month or the month after that?
Eliant, Marpenoth, Uktar, Nighthall.
Oh, 4 months in fall.
So you're almost in fall. You're not quite in fall yet.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Ricktober.
You're at the
and-
very, very end of summer, apparently.
Got it.
A lot of people would consider this fall weather by this point in time.
So, like, we're basically in, like, early September, which is technically summer, but not really.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
January 32nd. Okay.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. It's helpful.
All right. So he basically just told us that everyone's a fucking liar, and they're gonna show us who they really are by the end of fall.
Yep.
Okay.
That's helpful.
I mean, it's a direct quote. I can at least go tell that, and I asked him, I was like, is that everything that I need to know?
I am but a vessel for wisdom. I can't truly grasp the context of what I know.
I see. All right then.
I'd like to know what he sent to Zavra originally.
I don't know if he
Does
did.
he remember that?
I think this is just his. Oh, like his original message to her for like someone to come talk to him.
He sent 2 messages. He sent a message to her that inspired her to send a courier of some kind to him. And then he sent a second message that made her realize that it was more urgent and decided to send you. So if this is all we're getting from this guy, that's shit. She's not going to be happy.
We need to do better. That's my opinion.
All right.
Dude, don't be a dick.
We bribe him?
No, it's not the.
He's
I
a
don't know
monk.
if he. Yeah, he's not going to be interested in worldly possessions, and it's really like him trying to interpret the ether of the time and space. So maybe she has context we don't have.
You think?
Yeah, she must. I don't know, because if this is all we're gonna get, then
Well, I
So-
still don't understand why you didn't ask her what he said in the first place.
I mean, you were in the room with me.
I know, but I was not supposed to talk. She invited you there.
Well, technically,
I
Holly
said-
Rees wasn't
Larry
supposed to
wasn't
talk.
supposed to say anything.
Yeah.
Well, no, none of us. No, that she's not supposed to talk because her mom doesn't want her to talk. The rest of us aren't supposed to talk because we weren't invited.
Yeah, you were. She told me to bring everybody.
Yes, but she invited you. You're like the
Yeah.
member. And I
You'd
did.
like to
I
So,
mentioned it.
so I'm gonna interpret this as the
as a
party
jar.
arguing in front of him.
Yes.
Yes.
And he opens one eye, and he kind of looks at you all, and he says, I assure you, if you repeat my message verbatim, that is all Blackstaff can ask of you."
All right then. Sorry to disturb you. Thank you for your information. Happy meditation, and
Thank you, sir.
don't work too hard.
He closes
I'll-
his eye, and he says, "Feel free to use the slide."
Yes.
Awesome. I love that idea. Thank you. And I will go look for the slide.
It is so in this round room there is you see a trap door, and on it says "the slide" crudely written in some sort of berries or something. This guy
Okay.
doesn't have a lot of possessions, but
Yeah. All right
But
then.
at least
Who's
he
up
marks
for a
them.
several
Helpful.
story slide?
Woo woo.
All right. Give me 10 seconds and follow behind me. That way we don't run into each other.
Do we need to make Constitution saving throws?
no.
All right. I'll take point and go down first.
Yeah. So you'll go, and it's disorienting. You realize, like, oh fuck, it's pitch dark. And this thing is greased with something. You are just shooting down this thing, and it is a mountain.
Yeah.
But you're going faster and faster and faster, and you're losing track of where you are and how fast you're going.
Twists and turns.
And then it dumps you out. You skip across some sort of soft, viscous substance and land in a sandbar in some sort of underground cavern with some stairs and a trapdoor above you.
Okay, I will immediately roll out of the way of where I was. That way, whoever's behind me won't run into me.
Yep. And about 10 seconds later, who comes shooting down next?
Ben does.
Ben goes next.
Yep. Same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, everyone's...
At the bottom, Fen also rolls out, but he kind of wants to look around because he's got dark vision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't have dark vision.
He wants to see what the shit's going on down there.
Sure.
Oh, no, I have my goggles.
You do have your
I'll use
goggles.
my blood goggles.
Yeah, you-
Universal symbol for goggles.
Yeah. You put
have my
your
goggles.
goggles
Well,
on
they
your
actually
face.
look like bats, so like...
You put
Everybody knows what this means. I have my goggles.
Yeah,
Thanks,
you put
Nate.
your goggles on your face. The blood starts dripping off your forehead.
This is for nerds, man.
This is
What do my bat goggles see?
You see this cave is covered. The roof of it is covered. The ceiling of it is covered in some sort of tubes, like fleshy tubes, and they extrude out into this big pile, some sort of slime. That is what you skidded on.
Lovely.
some sort of worm.
I'm not going to think about that too much. But all right then. I'll wait for everybody else to come down as well,
Yep.
in whatever order they choose.
Everyone's able to make it down just fine. And then you have this trapdoor in front of you, up above
right.
you.
Yeah, I'll
The
go ahead.
stairs lead to the trapdoor?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, just checking.
All right. I will take point on the stairs to the door as well. And I will just like crack it and look up and like look where I can, see where it's at.
Yeah, it looks like you are back in Waterdeep. You don't really recognize where you are.
Right. Is there anyone like immediately around the trapdoor?
No, just Alu, you know this neighborhood. You're in Knife's Edge.
Nice.
It's a neighborhood in the dock ward. It's, it's as shitty as the rest of the dock ward. But you know where you are and how you can get back.
All right. Then
Or sorry, I
Yes.
think this is technically Castle Ward, but it's close enough to the dock ward that you recognize where you are.
yeah. All right. I guess we will take our leave of the situation, and then
Do we have to climb back up that godforsaken tower?
I do. You
I won't be.
you guys can head out. I will take the message if need be. But
Yeah.
you guys remember what it says, right? Just in case for some reason I don't make it back.
Fen will go along. He's not gonna let you go by himself. Go by yourself.
All right. Then I guess
And
me
he
and
He's no worse for the wear.
Well, so the party, you'll make it back to the tower, and conveniently, as you enter the first floor, you see a group heading in the center. They look at you, and an old man with a beard that is long enough that it kind of wraps around his staff, and then still trails on the ground behind him. He says, "Are you going up?"
Yeah. Hold the door, please.
Yeah. And you guys hop in, and then you blink, and you're up on the top floor.
Oh shit. Okay. Hell yeah. I guess we gotta.
Why did we do that the first time? God damn it!
Because maybe that person didn't know how to do that spell. Not all mages are equal in power and ability and skill.
It works there, man. She's a terrible host.
The attendant, she greets the party, and she greets the elder wizard, and she says, "Superintendent, if you hold," she looks at you, Roland, and she says, "If you hold but a moment, the Blackstaff will be right with you." And she kind of waves Roland, you, and the party in.
Oh, okay, cool. Then we will head in and be like, we won't take two, but a minute. We'll be right back. And I will re-greet the Blackstaff.
Yeah, she'll say it's been a couple hours by this point. It's not quite sunset, but she says, "What do you have for me?"
We saw Flom, and he says that no one is who they say they are, and they will reveal themselves by the end of autumn.
She kind of narrows her eyes, and she's like, "Well, from his first message, it sounded more important, but I mean, that's still helpful, I guess. I appreciate you. That's verbatim what he said. I appreciate you getting that to me."
Cut to Nate, like, not sure if that's verbatim.
I really don't know if that's exactly verbatim. I know those are the big points that I remembered, and I said it how he said it, but I don't know if that's exactly what he said.
He's panicking there for a second.
Does anyone else remember anything else what he said? Like, I got all the points, right?
Tell me again what you said, Roland.
Oh my god. I said that no one is who they say they are. They will reveal themselves to you by the end of autumn.
Yeah, that's close enough.
There's just the look on your face.
The only difference is you said "say they are" and Halm said who they seem.
Okay.
That's literally the only difference. So,
okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I got it. Like,
did I do good? Did Roland do good?
Please unlock content for me, sir.
Answer.
She panic in your face, like, oh fuck.
Seriously, I was like, oh,
this is verbatim.
He'll split this hair. I swear he will. He'll do it. You didn't add that apostrophe. We don't. That's possessive.
Thank you, Nate. That's good.
So Vajra thanks you. She says, "I appreciate this, and I appreciate the short notice that you took this task and accomplished it." Let me check. She has this. She says
they're still dying.
Yeah, we'll give them a minute.
Uh-huh.
And I'm watching the stream back so I can see your face again. It's like a cartoon.
She says,
your eyes are like, oh shit. I didn't know it had to be verbatim. Fuck.
All right. What does the black staff say?
She says, unfortunately, my attention has been taken up recently with a wrinkle in the weave. And Holly, you know that when she says the weave, that is how people access magic
That is
in
the
the world.
fabric of magic itself.
Yep. There is
Like player Nate is flipping the fuck out at that.
there is a wrinkle in the weave surrounding the city that I've had to attend to. But I appreciate you taking this task off my plate. Normally I go visit the monk myself. If you have time to help me with another, she sees that the attendant at the door is kind of giving her the sign
Moving
that
along,
yeah
5 minute warning.
that there's someone else waiting. That seems pretty important. She says, if you can help me with something else, it doesn't have to be immediate. I appreciate this, but when you have chance, a young bronze dragon has taken up residence in the naval harbor. So far, it's startled a few sailors recently, but it hasn't hurt anyone so far.
Okay.
I've had a few potions of water breathing delivered to your establishment. I'd just like you to confront the dragon and learn its intentions.
No problem. Get right on that.
Thank you again very much for your time. And then she leaves her office to go greet this group.
God, he's probably fucking Elminster or some shit, right? God.
I don't think Roland would know who that is.
No, that's player Nate. That's complete meta knowledge that player Nate's like, oh fuck, this guy's probably some god
Nate,
avatar.
For Roland's character notes, he has gained 1 renown with Force Grey.
Hell yeah.
And he has
So I'm renown level 2?
Yep. She's mentioned this thing with the weave, and she's given you a task to investigate this bronze dragon at Naval Harbor. I know we've got a little bit of time left in this session. Does anyone want to do anything else today?
I have to go to the Dung Sweepers Guild and meet with someone.
You do. And
All right, investigate bronze dragon in dock ward. Did you have me give me a specific location for that?
She did. Hold on. She did not. She
Okay,
it's not in the dock ward. It's in the harbor.
Harbor. Okay. In the harbor proper. Okay.
Yeah. And she said she's having some potions of water breathing delivered to Trollskull Manor to help you with this. So assuming it's, you might have to swim. It is in the naval harbor specifically.
Okay. Got it.
Nate's going to meet the Zoras.
Holy crap. If you guys know what bronze dragons are about, it's cool, but it's also potentially very scary. Because they're cool dudes, but they're hardcore dudes.
You're gonna have to take your gang with you, homie.
Yeah, they are essentially fucking lightning breathing submarines that can fly when they want to.
So what I heard both Alu and Holly speak up, but what did you want to do next?
I wouldn't mind going to meet up with the gentleman with the Dung Sweepers Guild.
Yeah, you can head to, and it's not that far from you. It's on Ship Street.
Yep.
Your appointment was with.
Is that Dung Sweepers Guild? DUNG?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Fen wouldn't know this, but everyone who lives in Waterdeep knows that this is actually the most powerful guild in Waterdeep. It's the biggest city in the world, and they produce a lot of shit, and these guys get that shit off the streets. So they've got a lot of pull.
It's same principle as don't fuck with the people who handle your food.
Yeah.
They
Don't fuck with the people who take care of your shit.
They're
These
like
people got all the
union.
dirt.
Yeah. You guys actually met a member of the Dung Sweepers Guild when you first got Trollskull Manor. He came and helped you secure that basement
right.
entrance into the sewer.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Force Grey sounds much more badass.
Yeah. Well, that's not who Holly's working for. Holly's working for the Lord's Alliance.
Yeah. They're
Still Force Grey
she's
wins.
tasked with talking to them.
Yep. So, Holly Reese, you go and you get to Mule Skull Tavern, and you see men wearing the badge of the Dung Sweepers, having a drink. It seems like their shift has ended.
All right, so I go up and I say, "Hi, I'm looking for Morton Till."
A young man steps forward, or not a young man, older than you, but he steps forward and he says, "Hi, I'm Morton Till. What can I do for you, my lady?"
So kind. I am here on behalf of Jalister Silvermane. He said that I should meet up with you, and you may need help with protection from something about a gang war.
Yeah. First off, thank you for volunteering to help us. But yes, I mean, Xanathar's guild, fucking Zentarum, they're all at each other's throats constantly. I don't know what's kicked things up, but we can't do our jobs. And, without us picking up the trash and filth and other waste from the city streets, you wouldn't believe how fast Waterdeep would choke on its own. And it sounds like he was going to say a bad word, but he cuts himself off in front of you. He says, yes, if you can attend us at 6 bells.
God, that's early. Continue.
Well, that's just when our shift starts. And he looks a little apologetic. If there's some other time that works, or I mean, obviously you don't have to attend us, but if you have someone attend us, that would be greatly appreciated.
No, I told Jalister I would do this for him. I can meet you at 6 bells, and I'll see if I can bring a friend.
That is greatly appreciated.
You're welcome.
Holly Reese, you are not an early riser. You stop to consider that it might be helpful to have someone from your household show up at 6 bells, just in case you don't.
Okay. I'm trying to be a better person.
I know, but also we know that
Keep
you are going
continuity
to
that you will
explode
not.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll send a message with
Yeah.
a staff member from my house
Yeah.
or something.
You
to
have
meet
every
her.
intention of showing up tomorrow, but just in case.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know that you're here for a week shift, so there's time in the future for you to show up if needed. But they'll have some protection.
Okay.
So for right now, that is that taken care of. You haven't gained a renown because that week shift hasn't ended yet, but
That's fine.
yeah.
And then do I need to re-meet with Jalister after the week shift has ended?
And report back, yeah. Generally, yep. Does anyone else have anything they would like to do today?
I'm trying to think if there's anything that we didn't wrap up. Looking at my notes.
You've got your Zentarum people. Wilhelm's got the Harpers.
You could look,
Yeah.
you could look for a talking horse.
Yeah. And we got the Brigandier with Ben.
Yeah, Fenn's got to go pick up his hat.
Oh yeah.
I don't know that. I feel like I don't want to like initiate something. We're not gonna have time to. Like.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
well. You mentioned earlier that Fen would be a little cautious bringing everyone around for the hat, so
Yeah.
he might wait. He could wait. That's not an immediate thing.
We do. Some of us have multiple levels of exhaustion, so let's
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's
That's
take
true.
care of that today.
Everyone, give me a survival check. Where let's say maybe it's time to wind down. Alu, you probably need to rest before you start your watch at night for this murderer.
I rolled a 3.
The survival
Oh,
check,
24.
does that
Hell yeah.
have constitution or any other modifier, or is
That's-
that just a straight d20?
You can check. It'll just be survival. It's a skill.
There's a
It'll
survival.
say
Based on your
survival.
wisdom,
At the
though.
bottom.
It is
I
based
see.
on your wisdom.
Hold on. Okay. +3.
Fen,
Do I need to?
your elf eyes and
Yeah.
your honed ranger skills,
Yes.
your ability
Yes.
and
11.
expertise forged through years in the wilderness surviving alert you before anyone else knows to the horse that has walked up to you and asked you for directions.
We found Wilhelm's horse.
It's like, huh.
This
I think
draft
that might be
horse,
the horse.
with an empty carriage comes up as the party is making their way up Snail Street back to the North Ward to the Trollskull Manor, and she says, "Excuse me, do you know where Simple Street is?"
Fen definitely wouldn't know the answer to that question.
You would recognize that we've been looking for this horse.
So
Yeah.
Alu and Roland don't notice the horse. Wait,
I
Roland,
don't.
did you roll a 14 or a 3?
I rolled a 3.
Okay, yeah. Alu and Roland, you don't notice the horse. Holly, you are in the back. You're chatting
I have
with
a lot on my
Wilhelm.
mind.
Wilhelm's
I
kind
have
of
a date
helping
with the
you
dragon.
walk because
I
you're
am not
pretty
paying attention.
you're a little tired.
Yeah.
But you notice the horse a little bit. Wilhelm does not notice this horse.
So Holly Reese is gonna check in with Wilhelm and say, Wilhelm, isn't that your horse?
I don't own a horse.
Who needed a talking horse?
The horse. Hold on.
I
It was
mean, I
Wilhelm.
guess everyone needs a talking horse. That'd be pretty sweet.
Fen's gonna ask, do you
Hold
belong
on.
to somebody?
It's
Are you looking for someone specific? He asked the horse specifically.
Maxine.
Yeah, I belong to no one but Maxine.
Oh. Okay, so we know Maxine, don't we? What do I remember her from?
Maxine is
She was
the
from way
mare
back
we're
in the
looking
beginning, right?
for. No, we're looking for her. She's a
So-
violet flower behind her left ear.
Yes, which you do see that. So Wilhelm asked you to help him find Maxine because she knows she might know the location of some Zentarum agents in hiding. So
I see.
if you can get that information, that helps the Harpers.
So now Fen is thinking, so Maxine must be on Simple Street. So Fen's going to confirm it. He's going to ask the horse, is Simple Street where...
I think Maxine is the horse.
Yeah.
Maxine is the horse, yes.
Not looking for anybody. They just happen to have this information.
No, she's basically saying, I belong to no one but myself.
Yeah.
So she's looking for...
No one.
What if this is the second time? First Roland and now Fen. What is with you guys and thinking that women belong to people and aren't people?
So it isn't people.
Wilhelm, okay, Holly Reese is gonna get Wilhelm's attention again and say, sorry, it's because I'm a little tired. Not your horse. I know you don't have a horse. I think this horse specifically in front of Fen may have information that you want.
Oh, Wilhelm's like, oh, sorry, I've been distracted today. Yeah, let's talk to her.
Lead the way, good sir.
Now that everybody's clued in, is everybody clued in?
Yeah.
Or is Alu still like looking
I guess
in
as
the
Wilhelm and
direction?
Holly are walking up, Fen, are you saying anything to Maxine?
No, Fen is clueless. Fen doesn't have any idea whether Maxine is a boy or a girl, a horse or a person, looking for her owner, or is her own owner. Fen has no fucking idea what's going on. He critted that fucking survival check, and he got spooked by his horse walking up on him, and now he is completely... completely like off.
Do
off
animals
his-
talk in this
off
universe?
kilter.
Because I don't want to freak them out.
Yeah.
And Ben has never been more confused.
Yeah.
I
So
belong to no one but Disney.
Ben's face is analogous to what to Roland's face when he had Jeff and he was saying it verbatim.
So Wilhelm walks up and he flashes. He pulls open his shirt and flashes the inside of his collar, and on this collar you see a silver pin. That is the symbol of the Harpers. And he says,
Is it a harp?
I don't actually know what the symbol of the Harpers is. It doesn't have a convenient picture. Let's see. The Harpers in D&D. It is a harp. It's a very stylistic harp. A harp inlaid inside of a moon, like a crescent moon.
Ooh.
Incidentally, since Fen was so like quick on the uptake to notice this horse whispering in his fucking ear, he also was quick on the uptake to know that Alu was completely oblivious to everything happening around her at the moment.
Yeah.
And just whispered to her, "Hey, there's this horse here. Can you explain this all to me later?"
I got you.
Got it. Okay, great. While we're
Um,
like studying our language.
Yeah, so he flashes and he says, Maxine, simple streets that way, but before you go, Mert told me that you might have some information for us. And Maxine says, about 2 days ago, I gave a ride to a sun elf man and his half-orc bodyguard. I picked them up at the corner of Net and Dock Street and dropped them off at the Yawning Portal. As they were getting off the dray, they muttered something about planting agents in the guild. But they spoke about it in such a way that it was apparent they didn't mean any guild, but rather the guild. I think...
The guild.
have everyone make an intelligence check for me. You can call it
I know what this
history.
is.
You can call it... she said they were talking about the guild.
Yeah, I think I know what that is. 'Cause
Wilhelm knows, but we'll see who else knows.
All right. It's a general history tech.
Yeah, it can be history. It can be...
16.
Lovely. -1.
Alu, you know about gangs especially. Like, it would have been fine if you made this with advantage. But
I
you
rolled
already
a
had it.
0.
Roland, you don't know shit about shit.
Like,
got
what?
it.
What are guilds?
Part of the character.
Yeah, Holly Rees and Alu, you and Wilhelm all know.
Crit
The-
fail with a -1.
When people say the guild, they mean Xanathar's guild. And if someone's fucking with Xanathar's guild, it's
Game
it's the Zentarum. Like, those two gangs hate each other. And they're like, you were just with the Dung Sweepers, they were talking about the gang wars. You guys have been seen, I think, the aftermath of 3 different murder scenes now between the Zentarum and the Xanathar's guild.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys, like, they don't like each other. Alu, you give me another history check with advantage. Or investigation, whatever's better for you.
Check. I think they're the same.
Alu, you know that...
Did that roll twice?
That's a 4. Yeah, you rolled
Yeah,
2.
that's fine.
and
It's a
added them.
14. It still works.
14.
You're pretty sure, like, if she's talking about a sun elf and his half-orc bodyguard, you're pretty sure she means Davil Starsong and Yagra Stonefist.
Yeah.
Yeah, you think that's who they mean.
Okay.
But Wilhelm thanks her, and she continues on her way as the rest of the party keeps going up.
Was
yeah.
there more to that before I interrupted? Because she was saying something about planting the agents in the guild, and then you were saying I think, and then I interrupted with a question.
She was just saying that I think if they're talking about the guild, they were Zent agents.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's all the information she has. But Wilhelm thanks her. And he says maybe the Harpers can plant some spies at the Yawning Portal for a couple nights and see if we find some individuals fitting their description. He's kind of saying this half to himself.
And so, Maxine has meandered on her way, so Alu would probably, not whisper, but like in hushed tones, so that she's not like yelling in the street.
Yeah.
She might say, "Hey, I think I know who it might be."
Incidentally, before the horse walks away, Fen reaches into his mess kit and hands the horse an apple in apology for being a chauvinist pig.
She takes it. She says thank you.
Great.
I'm gonna say you offer it to her because you're not gonna be like just expecting that she wants an
He just
apple.
throws it at her.
Take it. Take it.
Wilhelm would ask Alu. He said, "Who do you think it is?" Or were you telling it to someone else?
No, I was telling Wilhelm. I would say I'm pretty sure I know. I can't tell you who it is yet until I get more information. But since I'm part of the Zentarum now, I think I can help with this.
You're part of the Zentarum now?
I think I already announced that like way back.
That's exactly what you do as a Zentarum.
Well, to you guys.
Hey, a part of the mafia.
Yeah. Hey,
member.
Gabagoo.
I'm not like like I don't consider myself like a member. Like I'm not. Like I'm just
You're an associate.
helping out. Yeah.
You're temping.
I got
Wilhelm
connection.
He's a
Wilhelm
consigliere.
takes that into
The
consideration.
Irish adopted one.
What if so are you saying you've already told everyone like I am the Black Network reached out to me and they asked me to investigate these murders kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
So he knows that and he says, "Yeah, well, be careful, okay?" Like he trusts you. You've known each other professionally for a while. There's camaraderie there, but he's still concerned. I think if we're just heading back to the Trollskull Manor, that's about it for the evening.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I think that one of the first things that Alu would do before we end the session is she'd probably send a message to Henry and Pavel,
Yeah.
who also have connections to the Zentarum, to have them, see if there's any information that they can share with us.
They don't have they're not Zentarum members, but yeah, they've smuggled for them in the past.
Yeah, they have connections.
Yeah, gotcha,
and they have their ear to the ground.
Yep.
She's not looking for like inside information.
Yeah, just kind of what they've heard.
Yeah.
Did Max I can't remember. Did Max give us an NPC neighbor that's a Dragonborn? And is interested in dragons and stuff?
He gave you, yes, you have a Dragonborn named Rivshal.
Yeah. Can I go inquire about bronze dragons to him so I kind of have an idea of who and what I'm dealing with?
Yeah. If for the evening, Roland kind of, as everyone else is resting, Alu, do you have 2 levels of exhaustion?
One.
Okay.
I think Holly is the only one with 2.
Okay.
Thank you.
Both of you, I was just going to say, Alu, like, you might have been planning on taking watch tonight for the casing out the dock ward for that murder, but with the way you're feeling, like, your body would probably be telling you to rest tonight instead.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Part of why I'm sending my messengers.
Yeah, exactly. So, Roland, you are... You're talking to Rishal, who, is the short Dragonborn. He'd say, yes, I know just the book for you. And he pulls out a book called On the History of Dragons.
Okay.
and he you know a couple things from this book. You a lot of it is written, unfortunately, in Draconic, which seems super unhelpful. But you're able to glean out. There are chunks of it that are translated. It's like Draconic.
Can read Draconic.
Oh yeah, Holly Reese can help you with that also. But it's like Draconic on one side and then translated on the other side. So you learn that a bronze dragon tends to lair in coastal caves. It might salvage a wrecked ship, reconstruct it within the confines of its lair, and then use the treasure vault or nest, or use it as a treasure vault or a nest for its eggs. You know that you learn that they can alter the weather in a 6-mile radius around their lair.
Holy shit. Okay.
They can create fog around their lair. They have thunder magic and illusion magic. You learn that generally a sign that you are near a dragon's lair is that underwater plants will start becoming more vibrant and take dazzling hues. They're primarily coastal dwellers. They feed mostly on aquatic plants and fish. They can shapeshift. They take the form of friendly animals to observe other creatures of interest. They're fascinated by warfare. Sometimes they'll join armies and fight for a just cause. It's got some pictures of dragons. You can see a drawing that has a ribbed and fluted crest that is kind of the shape of the dragon's head. Curving horns extend out from the crest. To help them swim, you can see that there's diagrams showing webbed feet.
Will you link that in Discord so that we have that? for
No,
reference?
I
'Cause
will
that's a lot.
not, because there's too. I'll paste it in.
I
There's a lot of
Or-
spoiler
yeah,
stuff
however
in
you
here.
wanna do
I
it.
actually have all this
No.
information as DM, Nate.
Yeah.
This is all stuff that I know.
Yeah.
So this
You
will just
also-
justify my knowing this.
Yep. Yeah. Exactly.
I just wanted to make sure that
Yeah.
whatever the rest of us know, I can have, because
So
I
you
will
won't
never remember all that stuff you just gave.
you don't need to remember it because you are not
Right.
reading this book.
Mm-hmm.
If Roland tells you, then you'll know. But yeah, so he knows those sorts of things about dragons, about
Okay.
bronze dragons.
Yeah. They're basically like high-speed submarines that can shoot lightning and collect treasure, but they'll take it from boats. They'll see if they can't barter from it first and stuff, but they will they also have this crazy sense of justice.
Yeah.
The thing is that if you don't measure up to their own internal sense of justice, too bad for you.
Yeah.
They're not dicks, but if you don't measure up, then you're just not going to be cool. But they are the fight seeking, between metallic and chromatic dragons. They're the ones on the good guy side that will go out and start kicking ass.
Yep. So while Roland is reading, it's evening time. There's dinner time. While Holly and Alu are resting, it's a long rest, but you can still hang out and chat. Fen, you might all be at the manor, the tavern together by this point, kind of going in and out of your rooms, doing whatever. You'll notice that Wilhelm has, when you all got back, he wrote a message on a piece of paper and then folded it up into a paper crane and opened a window, released his hand, and the paper bird flew away.
Oh, that's cool.
And then after dinner, it returns. And you guys get notification of thanks and a message from Remalia Haventree. Remalia Haventree is apparently a member of the Harpers. They say, appreciate you taking good care of Maxine. And she wants to let you know that if you need a place to stay for the night in the future for any reason at all, the doors of her villa are open to you.
Sweet.
Very cool.
Later in the evening, a second paper bird arrives. And this one says, Wilhelm shouts to get everyone's attention, and he says, hey, we've got a message. And Roland, you'd be back by this point.
Yeah.
This message says, Uza Solizev is an old woman who sells books out of a narrow 3-story building on Sorn Street in the trade ward. She claims to have trapped a monster in her shop and fears for the welfare of her books and cat. The watch isn't likely to lend a hand as Uza has a nasty habit of exaggerating, but if you happen to be in the trade ward, check it out. The Harpers do owe her.
Uza Swords. I totally.
I'll drop that in the channel also, the text channel. She's usually found at Felzoon's Folly, a tavern on Sorn and Salabar. Please tend to her if you happen to be in the trade ward.
How close is the trade ward to where we live?
We'll go first thing tomorrow morning.
Yeah. That's something to do when you get a chance. It is south of where you live. If we go back to the map, so North Ward, and then below it is Castle Ward, and then below the City of the Dead is the Trade Ward.
We got a laundry list.
Yeah.
I gotta go talk to a dragon. We gotta run guard duty for the dung sweepers. We gotta fight
We got side quests, baby.
Yeah,
it's
we still
D&D, baby. It's a hustlin' bustlin' city. So everyone has gained 1 renown with the Harpers. And Roland, you have gained 1 renown with Force Grey.
Yeah, so I should be level 2 with them.
Yes.
We all gained renown with the Harpers?
Yes. Everyone has been helping the Harpers. It's not just Wilhelm.
Got it.
All right, so renown level 1 or level 2?
Should be level 2.
2. You already had 1 level with them.
Cool. Save.
But yeah, that's where we'll call tonight, and I'm sure nothing bad will happen on the 17th. It'll be another great day. You'll be able to run through this laundry list of tasks with exceeding efficiency. So we're going to take a... Well, yeah. We'll take a level of... we'll take a long rest here. So Holly Rees, you only have 1 level of exhaustion now.
Yeah.
And Alu, you no longer are exhausted. And then we'll catch everyone next time, where we'll flash back to the present day, where Roland is thinking, oh, good thing we got all those tasks done yesterday. Now we can talk about this mystery.
All right, guys. All right, sounds good.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye.